Hello and welcome to another edition of the Melting Pot feature artists. We're here with our feature artist for June, Miss Kelly Day and Jane Hendry, also known as Broads. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Tash.
No problem. You guys are in the middle of an album tour at the moment, Vacancy. Tell us a bit about the release of that debut album and how it's been for you.
It's been great. We released it at the beginning of... Well, we launched it in April. We actually released it in February.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been sort of dabbling out tour dates, trickling them out, just keeping the suspense going since then. It's been really fun.
Yeah, keeps the fans on their toes for sure.
Yeah, a bit of a slow movement.
Where have you been so far?
Sydney.
And the Central Coast.
And the Central Coast. And some shows in Melbourne as well?
And, yeah, spacing them all out with shows in Melbourne in between them.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear the folks in Queensland are just about to get a taste of Broads.
Yes, correct. I think when this video is going to be coming out to you right now, we'll be about a week away from Brisbane.
Excellent. Great. Looking forward to that.
Very much.
Very much so.
I mean, it's very sunny today, obviously, but this is a rare thing for Melbourne right now, so it'll be good to go north.
Definitely an inconsistent sun during winter up
Yes.
down here, but much more inviting up there, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Now you guys came about after originally being in a vocal group together, the Nymphs, which many of your fans probably know. How did Broads come about out of that environment, and I guess also what's happened to the Nymphs since then?
Not much has happened to the Nymphs or with the Nymphs since then. So the Nymphs concluded after launching and touring an album in 2014. And then Kel and I weren't really ready to hang up our musical collaboration things. So we decided to keep working together. And we did have, we had been working together on the side, bit of a side project for a couple of years anyway, and we thought, well, here's an opportunity now to make it legit.
Great.
So that's where Broads arrived, I guess. And Kel and I mean, because of the Nymphs, we've been singing together for over 10 years now. And
fantastic.
We, over that time, have developed a really strong connection musically and personally, I would say. And
one would hope.
Yeah,
I'd agree.
And so it feels right to be doing this music together. It's the sort of, we had a lot of fun with the Nymphs doing a whole range of really kind of shiny, showy tunes, but I think this is where we feel most comfortable with Broads and the kind of music that we make.
Speaking about the kind of music you do make, it's a pretty hard style to describe for a lot of people. Not particularly a popular style in contemporary music. How would you guys best describe what you do?
It's always a hard question.
Yeah,
I get that that's the sentiment.
It's emotionally driven, spacey, indie country noir, I suppose.
Yeah. In one, yeah.
It's got a lot of that sort of 30s, 40s, 50s vocal group sort of inspiration behind it, doesn't it? You can really hear that in a lot of the stuff that you do, but also it is modernised quite a bit as well. So, yeah, if you had to nail it down in one sort of category, that was probably it, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just say the words quickly enough, you can shove 7 genres in one.
Yeah, great. We talked a bit about your album tour, and people have probably been seeing your name pop up on posters quite a bit more often lately. You're having quite a bit of a popularity with your live performance. There's a lot of that going on. Is that the side of music that you really enjoy?
Yes, definitely. Well, particularly with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think we had a gig last night and going to the gig thinking like, oh, it's been a rough day and there's all this stuff, life things, and it's just going to be the best as soon as we get on stage. It's the most cathartic feeling and heartwarming experience.
I think speaking from personal experience as well, a lot of people outside of music don't understand how much the stage can be a safe space for a musician. I think a lot of people are quite scared of it and being in front of people and that sort of thing. But, for people like us, it is really that safe environment, isn't it? It's where you can get away from everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think it's where you can also, you can let things go. Like all of the anxieties of the day or the week, you just have to be really present and you have to deliver the music as you want to deliver it. And so it's kind of, it's transportative in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
So hence the catharsis, I guess.
Yes.
It's like you've come out of it and you're like, oh, yes, this is the best.
2017, as we said, it's been pretty busy for you. Obviously, with the album, with a lot of live performance going on, I've certainly myself heard you guys get a fair bit of airplay across Triple R, PBS, and even Triple J. How does the next sort of 12 months look stacking up for you guys off the back of this small bit of success that's come your way?
Interesting question. I think we'll continue to, tour around and do shows up until around sort of September, October.
Keeping busy.
Around that time.
Yep.
And then we'll have to take a short break from touring and performing because there'll be a new arrival into the Broads family.
Right.
So this is very strange to be announcing it in this formatting, but I'm going to be having a baby in November.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We've got plans for once I've sort of recovered and figured out what the hell I'm doing with a small baby. We're thinking we might do some recording, get another album in the
we've got
can.
another album's worth ready.
Brilliant.
Pop it out, why not?
Yeah,
Popping something out. I'm going to pop something out too.
Let's make the most of it.
Well, I think on that note, it's a good note to finish on. Thanks so much again for joining us here. And you guys are going to play a song for us. What have you got for us today?
It's one off our album called Grace.
Grace?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, we'll leave you to get set up and please thank Broads and tune in again next month. Thank you.
Book.